So the episode opens with wedding bells. I don't know how happy those wedding bells gonna be, but the episode opens with wedding bells. A little birdie told me that Sami, gonna be coming around at the end of this episode. I'm kind of glad to see Sami, even though she gonna destroy everything in her path, and destroy stuff, destroy humans, destroy anything she can get her hands on, aka Sammy. So while I'm happy to see her and y'all didn't tell her what was going on with her daughter, she gonna go after all y'all that didn't tell her about her daughter and her pregnancy, right? And being grown right here having sex, knowing that this is what happens to me when I go around thinking I'm grown having sex, and I didn't protect myself knowing I didn't want no baby at this age. So Sammy gonna get and you for not telling her. So I don't know how happy y'all wedding gonna be, Eric and Nicole. But other than that, let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, Nicole, you've been dating Eric for a while now. You finally fit to marry him. This is the part of the time, or this is when your mind kick in where you start to destroy your marriage. It happened several times with EJ. It happened several times with it was EJ. I want to say you married Ray for somebody else. I remember you marrying that you destroyed, because I remember the whole EJ saga and y'all getting married over a million times. I was watching during those times. I just wasn't reviewing, but yeah. Mm, Nicole, this is about the time where you like to destroy your life, when you enjoying your happiness. So let's keep that destructible past of yours with the whole EJ saga and the Eric saga. Let's all think happy thoughts and let's hope and pray that you don't mess this one up. Like you always manage to destroy your relationships every time. Like every time you're in a relationship, you manage to destroy them. So I'm hoping and praying that you finally learned your lesson and that you finally let yourself be happy for once, because I don't know how many times it takes for somebody to get married. I don't know how many times it takes for somebody to destroy their life before they finally catch on and realize what they're doing wrong and what they need to do to correct that. So hopefully this is a happy one for you, Nicole. I highly doubt that with Sammy coming around the corner though, but I'm hoping I'm giving you my blessing and hoping that you make it this time around and stay married for longer than a couple of months, or maybe a year in or 2 years in. I'm hoping that y'all grow old together this time around. Oh, I'm so glad y'all got around to that. I'm so glad y'all got to that. Chad and Gwen at the bar. Chad now know who she is. Of course, Chad want to use Gwen to his advantage to call himself get rid of Gaby, or he got another agenda. We all know Chad had a Playboy pass. I don't know if he gonna bring the Playboy out this time around, but I'm just saying, you been around Gwen, you calling yourself jumping into this little three-ring circus, this love game adventure with Gwen and Gaby fighting over Jake. Chad, why would you want to involve yourself in some drama like that? I understand what you're doing. You don't want Jake to get his memory back. However, why would you want to jump inside of a cat bin with two girls fighting with their claws out? Are you trying to get your face scratched off? Are you trying to mark up your face? That's it, and that's all. I saw that the other day, and I said, "Oh, I hope they get back around to that." And I'm so glad they finally got around to that. Chad, I'm finna eat you alive. Kay and Vivian, she managed to get the serum, or assumed the serum, from Dr. Roth by going to see him in prison. They sit out there debating whether it's the serum or not. Of course, you helping Vivian out and you helping her son out per se. She decides to use you as the guinea pig to that serum to see if it's the LSD or is it the serum. Vivian, first off, That serum is for people that don't remember anything from their past or current future. Kate, not brain dead, running around here like a zombie with no memory. So you stabbing her with that serum gonna solve what? That says she gonna start you start seeing crazy stuff. So I'm wondering, you stabbing her with that syringe, what is that gonna help you out? How is that gonna help you out? Because the last time I checked, if Kate started to lose her mind and go crazy and jump all over the desk, um, you still got what, 3, 4 more left to test out. So I'm guessing Kate gonna be the guinea pig to all four. Vivian, another crime you committing. Let's just put it that way. You committing another crime and don't even much realize it. And this woman did not have to help. Well, yes, she did have to help you because y'all both got something on each other. So you protecting her, she protecting you. So either way you twist the knob, Kate, you took the L on this one. Okay, back to the girls' fight. First of all, Gwen, you drunk and high as a kite. Gaby sober. You talking all this smack. You go to try to run up against Gaby. I don't know if you thought about that or not, or you got the case of the Bill Muscles Popeye. But you being drunk, already stumbling. Who you gonna beat up? The floor, the wall, the chair, Chad? Pick an item, cause it's not gonna be Gaby. I just want you to pick an item, or better yet, your face hitting the floor, because you're not gonna get your hands on Gaby. And the fact that you think you're gonna get your hands on Gaby in the state you're, you know what, Gwen? You like embarrassing yourself. I like watching you embarrassing yourself. Matter of fact, I'm not picking no sides when it comes to Jake and his affairs. Y'all, maybe one day I'll grow up and start playing love games. Maybe not. Claw each other eyes out, scratch each other eyes out, whichever y'all see fit to do. All I'm saying is, you might want to be sober, Gwen, before you try to attack somebody, knowing that all they got to do is just move around and you won't be able to hold your balance and you going to land right on your face. And God knows you don't need a mark on that pretty face of yours. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that to get around to that. You might want to sit your behind down, drink a cup of coffee before you start swinging at the air and at chairs and at the bar and maybe Chad. So relax yourself in your state, Gwen. That's all I'm saying. So, judging by Kate's reaction, I'm guessing LSD is up for grabs right about now. That can't be the serum cause. It wouldn't help her either way because, like I said, she got memories. The people that normally take that don't have memories. Then again, the same effect that's happening to Kate normally happen to the ones that take the serum. So I'm kind of on fence. Is she on LSD? Is she on CERN? Is she losing her marbles? Did she have some in the first place? I'm confused right now. So we have to watch and see what's going on with Katie in her head of hers. Wow, that's a beautiful wedding. All white. I mean, let me see him. Oh, it's kind of dark. Oh, okay. That is a cute wedding dress. Oh, okay. All the Brady's there and Hortons there. Okay, go ahead, Nicole. Just watch your what, 10th, 11th, 12th wedding. But anywho, though, it looks good. I will give y'all that. It looks good. Hopefully, y'all won't have that many. Well, like I said, Sami is coming right around the corner. I already saw that little tidbit. So, Sami coming right around the corner, and I won't promise you that between Lonnie and Eli wedding, Sami might break the whole wedding up because you know she capable of destroying many good things, great things happening. But then again, I love my Sami crazy, so Nicole, you done been married so many times that just This one with won't hurt to be interrupted, I guess, cause you always manage to mess it up anyway. So I'm excited to see Sami anyway. So, like I said, y'all better go ahead and get it done. Skip some of the parts and go ahead and get it together because Sami coming and that hurricane brewing, that wind blowing. And she gonna destroy anything in her path. So I advise y'all to move it along quicker than what y'all moving it along now. Gabbing, either you like arguing with people, going back and forth, competing with people, or being, combative with people, because this chat conversation that is happening now, it shouldn't be happening. Chad ain't got nothing to say nice to you. You ain't got nothing nice to say to him. So why are we having this debate? Why are we talking about you moving on with Gwen? Why are we even having this conversation? I mean, really, Gaby. Your daughter would enjoy you spending time with her besides having this conversation you're having right now. Because it really a waste of time, and I don't understand why any of y'all sitting out there having this conversation when both of y'all want to kill each other, literally. So, I'm not understanding. Help me understand why this is a scene. Because, wait, Gaby have to be up behind. I totally forgot about Gaby and her antics. She have to put salt in the wound, throw a little insult, make people mad. I forgot about Gaby. She have to, PO people out, PO people just to feel better about herself. So I totally forgot about that. Gaby is an instigator. My fault. So Gwen tried to use her drunk phenomenon wiles on Jake. Jake kind of read up on the person that Gaby wants him to be. He kind of got a glimpse of Stefan raping Gaby with a Y, Gaby with an I. And he wasn't feeling that. So while she trying with the drunk phenomenon wiles, Jake pushed her off and said, "No, I can't do this. The person that want me to be raped his sister-in-law, and I'm not trying to do that. And right now, you drunker than the skunk behind, and I ain't trying to get no charges or nothing that happened to me. So your drunk phenomenon wiles, go take a nap or something." And he ain't feeling none of that. Well, if you really are Stefan, you starting off to a good you starting off good. Don't know how long you're gonna keep this good side, but you starting off good so far. Now hold on. Vivi, bad enough she had to flirt with Dr. Rolf. Like you ain't never flirted a day in your life, Kate. I'm gonna excuse that part that you said you had to use your phenomenon wiles on a mad scientist. I'm gonna excuse that part because when have you not used your phenomenon wiles to get inside somebody's banking account? So we gonna scratch that part out right there. Vivi. This woman then flirted with a mad, crazy scientist, then went to the president, reload herself just to get the serum from your son. You then stabbed the woman with the serum. Could have been LSD, anything that could have harmed or killed her in the instance. But she did that and she allowed you to do that. Now you gonna bring up the fact that she shot you back after you then shot her and had her not well. You had her shot. She fell inside the grave, and you buried her alive with a gunshot wound. Are we really talking about shot for shot here, Vivian? Cause last time I checked, you shot her first and then tried to bury her alive. Then she got her revenge and shot you back. Oh, now you want to bring that up when you shot her first over some BS. You know what, Vivian? I don't normally agree with Kate a whole lot. Me and her, we have our days. Sometimes I like her, sometimes I can't stand her. This is one of the times that I actually like her. Long story short, Vivi, she didn't did enough for you. And after you breaking up, her shooting you back after you then shot her and buried her alive, tried to kill her, I think she won this time around. Even with the water gun, she snuck in there and wet you where you thought she was going to shoot. Well, you thought Kate was going to shoot you. It was a water gun and she wet you. So, I'm not understanding why you still trying to blackmail her with her shooting you back after you then shot her, then buried her alive. Vivian, stop playing them spades too often. See, now you done ran out of spades. You want to save the spades for a difficult time. You done used all your spades. So I advise you to find something else to use besides, shooting somebody and they got their revenge back on you. Too bad they didn't bury you alive or whatever. But yeah, you might want to go find you something else better to do and give up on the card games. Okay. See, I overplayed my hand. Okay, I was with you. I was on your side, rooting and cheering for you. And then you go, you know what, Kay? It's funny when you strong, when you want to be strong, but then you want to be weak now all of a sudden. So you going to go along with the blackmail and let her say, okay, you know what, Kay? If you like being blackmailed over some BS, you know what, you have fun with it. So we got more Gwen and Gaby drama. Of course, Gaby walks in as Gwen walking out, upset, confused, distraught, mad she didn't get her drunken sets. She runs into Gaby. Then we run into Jake. She tried to convince Rolf to give over the serum. Kate walks in with the serum, tell him, here go right here. Your mama convinced me to give it to you or whatever. She tested it out on me. If you not convinced, go get it tested or whatever. Stephen said, yeah, been there, done that several times. We got wackadoodle over here that say I'm her husband. She didn't try that before. Good thing she didn't get me. So I passed with the whole serum thing. If you can't do what you got to do to help me get back my memories by telling me about the past, well, you ain't gonna tell me about the future with this serum. So I don't blame you, Jake. I'll be logged out too when it comes to that serum too. So he tired of hearing about the drama about Stefan, how a saint he was, how he wasn't a saint or whatever. About their past, how Gaby loved him, how he loved her. So he said, you know what? Screw all this. How about I just inject myself with the serum and we'll find out what the results is. No lab test needed. Okay, Jake. Maybe you tired of Gaby. Maybe Gaby didn't beat you down to a pulp that you want to trust you want to trust Gaby, Kane, and then Dr. Rolf with this magical stuff in this syringe or not. Okay. Jake, I hope it works out for you. And I don't trust Dr. Rolf as far as I can throw him. I barely trust Kay. I won't pick Gaby up to throw her, so you on your own now, buddy. You inserted yourself in that one. So they actually got married. Sami comes in as they kissing. At least she did give them the respect to not interfere while they was getting ready to knock it down a notch or get ready to end. So she did give him, time to finish that off. Then she come in with her deepest condolences. Marlena, Allie, Lucas, Eric, Nicole, Roman, etc. that hid this secret from her. I hope y'all ready for the storm. I hope y'all ready for the hurricane known as Sami Brady. That is it for today. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. We're night, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.